Hello, guys. It's December 23rd. Happy Monday. And we're at now Dune Chapter 4. And in this chapter, we have Paul in his training room doing some studying, kind of preparing, I guess, for the oil leap to Arrakis for the next day. And we have Thufir Hawat come into the scene. And Thufir pretty much is one of Paul's teachers. And he pretty much Paul talks to him about the discussion he had heard with his mother and the Reverend Mother from the last chapter. And Thufir is a mentat, so he's kind of like a robot. So he doesn't really it's just a really serious tone all the time. And he pretty much tells him what could happen, what might happen. And then Thufir leaves the room, and then Gurney hella comes into the scene. Now, it's Paul says that he likes Gurney a lot better because Gurney is more personable. He laughs, he jokes around. And I didn't think about it till now. I thought it was interesting how those two different personalities entered this scene for Paul. But pretty much Gurney is the one training him temporarily while his other weapons master is on tour to Arrakis. And at first, when Gurney comes in, you can see kind of the tone of the discussion kind of shift to be more softer, happier tone. But then once they start training, he gets more serious. Once they start doing their sparring practice, he gets more serious. And there was a line that Paul uses in the sparring practice that he wasn't in the mood, and Gurney gets, from what I perceived as a bit upset or a bit annoyed or angry at him, because he tells him that you fight when the need arises. A mood is for other things, which he throws in a soft joke in there with it. But we can see how Paul doesn't understand that yet in his life. He hasn't had any real issues or struggles on his own yet. And he clearly just said that out of ignorance, pretty much, because he doesn't understand. He doesn't understand that when you have to fight, you don't have a choice. You either just do it or you don't fight. It doesn't depend on your mood. And then there's another line in the book near the end of the chapter, which I thought was interesting too. Granny tells him that if dreams were fishes, they all cast nets. And I thought it was interesting because in reality, it never really works like that. Things don't just come, just fall into your laps like that. You can't just go out and just grab something you want. Usually it takes years of hard work and discipline and self-sacrifice. We can see the Bene Gesserit doing this, trying to recreate the Kizar Cataract, which they spend years doing. We find out later that the Fremen, for years, they dream of Arrakis having water, where they can have an abundance of water and terraforming the planet. And we'll find out later that it's possible in theory, but it's not easy. And you will find that the Fremen believe in the stream so much that they are willing to put in years and sacrifice in finding the possible solutions to do so. But I don't want to make this video too long. But that's pretty much chapter 4. Thank you for watching once again. I definitely recommend reading this book and reading this series. My next video will be tomorrow. I wish you all a Merry Christmas. God bless you, and peace be with you.